again, folks, and welcome to Black Bear Outdoors with me, Delta Sierra, and the Rural Deputy. Today we've got a fun video for you guys, and we are going to be looking at more affordable, or because I wouldn't call them budget because there's a little bit of money going into them, but more affordable rifles that you can absolutely depend on, bet your life on, and take into any situation. Kind of looking at kind of a do-all build kind of thing. That won't break the bank. The requirement really was just the base rifle's got to be under $1,000 and take it from there, you know, kind of what's personal preference. So we thought we'd showcase ours for you guys today. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. Let's start with the Deputy's rifle.
All right, so this one, and we've had it on the channel before, is my M&P Sport 3. Retail, you know, rifle retail was around that, what, $699, I think, right around there. I think total I'm maybe in that $1,500–1,600 range. The nice thing is doing what we call the budget friendly build. You get the rifle, you have your base, your starting point, and then you can do the rest as time goes on. So like with this one, you know, as it comes, no sights, none of that stuff. I upgraded the stock, the pistol grip to Magpul. The grip is the Magpul XL, Magpul front grip. I did add a 1-inch riser. For me, it's more comfortable, especially with ear pro or a helmet on.
Which makes sense.
The Hollow Sun 510C, the HM3X magnifier, the Vickers 2-point sling. Now, being a lefty, I put a Magpul ambi safety selector switch in it. For me, this is my first experience with their selector switches. I was a little leery because they were polymer steel inside. I'm absolutely happy with it. It works very well. It's very smooth. And then the CMMG ambi mag catch, and I've got an Aero Precision breech charging handle on it. I did put, because I'm a backup guy, the +1 rule, you know.
Which is fair.
So for me, and I've had on my patrol rifle, go to deploy the rifle, and you got a bad battery in your optic, it's dead after 3 months, didn't make it a year, whatever the case is. So I do run backup sights on there. Weird. And I was a little, I got this idea from a forum because people were asking, oh, you use all your real estate, where are you putting it? And in theory, it should work just fine. So I actually moved my back sight ahead of the receiver. Gives me about a 13-inch sight radius and a little longer eye relief, so you use the bigger aperture. But honestly, I'm happy with it because using the backups, it's still consistently a head size steel at 100 yards. Relatively consistent on a 2/3 IPSC target at 200 yards. So I'm good with that.
I mean, for backup sights, that's ample, right?
Right. And I did add a Streamlight TLR RM2 light to it with the remote switch. I've always had good luck with Streamlight. I run that on my duty weapons, my patrol rifle, and I've never had an issue. And this thing, we're a couple 3,000 rounds into it, something like that. There were a couple issues that we'll get into more detail on a review video, another one. But honestly, I've never really had any issues with it. I mean, there's a somewhat frequent issue after they get a few hundred rounds through them where the bolt carrier will start hanging up, not locking back when it's on an empty mag. When I had put in the ambi mag release, I started getting a lot of pretty consistent failure to feeds. But honestly, I took out the semi-auto bolt carrier, put in a nickel boron full auto carrier, and it's like a sewing machine. I haven't had an issue with it. I would absolutely trust this for anything.
No, that's for sure. And it's a decent build. It's really accurate, shoots well. No, I think that's great. Guys, so that is our first rifle build. Like you said, you're about $1,600 into it. Base rifles, Smith & Wesson Sport 3. Tell us what you think about it down below in the comments. All right, so let's move on to the next one. All right, guys, so this is my rifle. This one started its life off as a SIG M400 tread rifle. Now, originally when I bought it, the base rifle was like $800.
Right.
But it didn't come with this exact handguard. It had the, what they call it, the Predator handguard in it that doesn't have as many M-lock slots, and it tended to heat up a little bit, right? Which was a little bit of frustration. The new ones, the V2, actually come out with this handguard, which I had to buy separately for another $150. That's more skeletonized and so on, and it also comes with a match trigger. So I think that might push it a little bit over the 1,000 mark. It's not much though.
Retail right now, a lot of them, it's like $9.99, so
Yeah.
you can still qualify.
Yeah, well, there you go. So, like I said, the first thing, or one of the things I did was I changed the handguard out on it. That was $150. I got the little SIG vertical foregrip, so it's not the big bulky one. It's nice for using it against the barricade, things like that. I also have the same Streamlight as the Deputy. I actually did start off with an Enforce WMLX. Absolute hot garbage. After 3 range days, it failed on me. So I went with the Streamlight as well, just on the support and thumb there. Works really, really nicely for me. I've got the Vortex UE on this one, the UH1 AMG, so it's a holographic sight. A nice thing I like about the sight and the flashlight, they both use the same batteries, and I'm able to use solar rechargeable ones if needs be in a grid down situation, for example. Paired with the UE, I have the Vortex 3x micro magnifier, which allows you to reach out a little bit further if you want to. I'm running the, then I kind of put this on all the rifles I got, is the Radiant Raptor LT charging handle. Now it's got polymer wings, if you want to call it that, but they're also steel on the inside, right? Or aluminum on the inside. I never knew that. It came with the Magpul SLK stock, which is the nice slimline one. I quite like it. I'm still using the original SIG grip as well, pistol grip. That's a really nice one. I don't mind it. And the nice thing about the M400, not that I need it because I'm right-handed, but it does come with a lot of ambi features straight out of the box, right? It's one of the big appeals of them. And then what I also did was I did drop in a Trigger Tech duty trigger, flat face trigger, so it's nice and short resets, not too light so you're worried about negligent discharges, but it's light enough and you can shoot it really fast, so I quite like that. And then of course another staple, same as the Deputy, I've got the Blue Force Gear Larry Vickers sling. So yeah, that's kind of my rifle. So yeah, it's quite nice. Oh, it does have the stainless steel barrel, so it does lean to a lot of accuracy as well, but you know.
I like this one. I've shot it. Actually, the day that I went to pick up my Sport 3, they were having trouble finding the one that they had in stock, and I'd already decided I'm gonna stand up to the wife and I'm gonna overdraw my allowance, and I'm coming home with something. So if they wouldn't have found the Sport 3, I would have picked up the SIG for a higher price at that point. But it's a nice rifle. There's a lot of departments that use them. It's quality. It's everything that you would expect from a SIG.
And that's kind of the thing, you know, with the new military contracts and stuff. They're really pricey, you know, getting into a SIG rifle. But if you go for the M400 series, they're actually affordable, and you can get into a SIG at a decent price, right?
Right.
To be honest with you guys, I mean, we've got between 2,000 and 3,000 rounds on these rifles. I have never had a malfunction of any sort on this rifle that I can remember, at least.
Not that I recall either.
Yeah, so and it shoots nice and soft, but it's similar to the Sport 3 in the sense that they both have rifle length gas systems, so they're nice and soft shooters, and it's not so harsh on the internals as well. So yeah, I think all that's left is let's go shoot them and see if they actually work or if we've been lying to people.
Right, put even more rounds downrange. Horrible way to spend your day.
For sure. You guys stay tuned. So there you have it, guys. Both the rifles shoot really well. They're really reliable, like we said before, with the gas systems that they've got on them. Soft shooting rifles, accurate for whatever your purposes might be. We don't shoot out to 600-700 yards with this kind of rifle. So our range is limited to 270, and we're absolutely consistently hitting a yay-sized gong pretty easily with it. They're nice and balanced. If you know, kind of shooting it out the face at 200 yards, it's pretty easy to hit it 2/3 F6 steel target. And yeah, consistent hits with both rifles. I think, you know, you can't go wrong with either of them.
No, and I'm happy with the way my build turned out, you know, and I enjoy shooting yours as well. And again, yours more the minimalist approach. It's kind of like my DPMS is for me. But they both run really nice. They're accurate. They're dependable. The optics that we've chosen will hold zero well, because like mine, it gets tossed into the pickup. You have the teenager carry it in the house and it gets dropped from waist level, but it still holds zero. And I mean, I would absolutely, without hesitation, bank on either one of them.
For sure. Let's say without rule of law situation, SHTF, zombies everywhere, I would grab either of these rifles and go to town, right?
Absolutely.
No, that's for sure. So guys, let us know what you guys think of both the rifles. Which one would you choose? What do you like? What don't you like on the builds? Let us know what your build looks like and what your semi-affordable rifle would be. So yeah, guys, if you were entertained in any way, shape, or form, or learned something new today, please leave us a comment, hit that thumbs up, and the subscribe button. 98% of the people that are watching our videos are not yet subscribed, and that will really help us out. And there's a special price on subscriptions today of free. Also, if you want us to get some more gear to show you guys, you can always hit that super thanks, and it helps everybody out to a community. As always, guys, from both of us, you all stay safe, and we'll see you next time.